Welcome to my Tears guitar lesson in chord melody style. Hi my dear jazz friends all over the world, Sandra Sherman here. Greetings from Austria. You can download all the tab and the backing tracks from for this lesson from the link down below in the info box. Please also visit my lesson shop GuitarVersum.com for more lessons like this one. And now let's get started. We're in the key of C minor and we have two A sections and two B sections. The A sections are 12 bars, the B section 8 bars, so we have a total of 40 bars. I stick close to the original arrangement, but my interpretation is more jazzy because there are already so many gypsy interpretations out there. So let's start with that C minor chord. Regular C minor chord. And what I do is I try to differentiate between what is the comping and what is the melody actually. So I have this muted bass strings, the A string first, the D string second, and then the G and B strings are open. Then I also incorporate not a walking bass, a bass line into it by moving the pinky from the D to the E flat, which is next, E flat 6. That's the E flat 6. Same thing. A string bass, D string bass, and then the G and B string open. Okay? I think that's kind of sexy. So it's different from the gypsy strumming, right? Then you go to the D half diminished. And now we have a different thing because now the melody sets in. D half diminished. That's the chord. And then the upper three strings played open already. Bridge over to the A flat melody. B flat, A flat. And then we have the G going on. G7, A flat melody and G melody. Okay, so, and you repeat that. That's the first part of the A section. That second part of the A section, those are all those diminished chords. Some of them even have a function. You won't believe it. D flat diminished, and that stands for a C altered chord. That's the same as a C7 chord, actually, C altered chord. You play it 4 times. Then you try to squeeze your pinky on that A flat. And here's your resolution, F minor. That's an F minor 7 with the C and bass. Then you do the same, you move these 2 fingers in, you get a B diminished. But this time your pinky goes one to the right, and that's a G. This one stands for B flat 13 chord, and it resolves to its 1 chord of the B flat, and that's E flat 6. Right? Then again, A diminished with that F on top for the last 2 strums. And that, well, does not really resolve, but goes to D half diminished. That's an inversion. D being on top, flat 5 on the bass string. And now we have this cool. That's really cool. So that's A flat 9. Make sure you're all the way up to the E string because here's your melody. That's the melody. So for all of you guys and gals who play the dominant chord like this, this is your opportunity to change your behavior to this. It's an advantage because first of all you have a finger left here now for funny things, and also sometimes you need to go up to the high E string. And now it seems like just going down to the 7th and 8th fret, but it's a different bass. Now this is not an E and F 9 chord, it's a B minor 6 chord and going to the C minor 6. That's the one chord again, C minor, we're in C minor. So make sure you strum over all this. The A string is being muted. You can, it's really hard to not mute that anyway. Right? Then we have a little fill going on. That's the D and G string on the 12th fret and a 15th. And then you repeat everything again, except for the last fill. When you go to the A2 section, we have not this, but we have this. That's an A flat 7. You could also play the entire A flat 7 chord if you like to. Make sure the top string is in a melody. Then G. And now you just play down to the B string because your melody. Ah, sorry. That's your melody. Right? Now let me play A1 and A2 section for you at slow tempo. 3, 4. Check out my 35 beginner chord melody jazz standards if you want to add some real popular standards to your repertoire. You get the PDF tabs and the Guitar Pro tabs, including standard music notation, and of course you get all the detailed video tutorials. There is a link down below this video in the description box that leads you to the 35 jazz standards. And the bundle price is a real bargain, so grab yours now. Welcome to the B section. We start with a C triad. And Django played around it by going up a half tone to D flat and down a half tone to B and back to C. In 8 notes, 1 and 2 and sometimes he even embellished it by pulling off the D flat, sorry, to the C with 16 notes. Then you add your pinky, C major 7, 1 to the left, B major 7, and now we have all these funny G chords. G7, 9, that's a G7 plus the 9th, G9. Move everything 1 to the left except for that 9th and you get a G diminished chord, which comes from this G diminished plus the 9th, right? The top voicings usually don't have roots in them. Play that twice, go back, bar over. Now you get the sharp 5. That's a G7 sharp 5 9 chord. That's a very common chord in, very unique to gypsy. Let's say it like that. I use that a lot. You repeat everything, maybe with that embellishment. Then you go up to C7. We have a sequence now of C and B flat chords. C7, that one's derived from that D7, moved up here, it's a C7. B flat 7, C triad, 2 to the left, B flat triad, C6 chord, B flat 6 chord. So it's always C, B flat, C, B flat, C, B flat. Ending in an F, that's like a D, moved up to the F. I bar it because you need to bar it too, because now you go up to that C, because that's the melody. And F6. So. And then we have the first ending. That's a D9. 4 times. Going to this D9. That's a D7 with the 9, the same as we had in the G. Then you go to D flat 9 and A flat 9. And that's the first ending, right? Here is the entire B section, B1 section actually. 3, 4. You can help to keep the free video tutorials of this channel running by becoming a member of the channel, and you can do so by clicking the join button right next to the subscribe button, which also grants you access to my mini lessons. You can also say a little thank you by clicking the thanks button and donate a little something. This really helps with the productions of the videos. Thanks a lot. For the B section, you repeat the first 6 bars, and after the F, you don't go to D9 as we did before, but we go to D flat to a triad. This comes from this chord, so just the upper 3 strings, G triad, and the C chord again, and at the end the G7, that's the 5 chord that takes us back to C minor. So I play that G7, then the middle 3 strings, then the higher 3 strings, okay, and then it starts all over again, and so on and so forth. So here's the entire B2 section at slow tempo. 3, 4. interested in more gypsy jazz, I have a gypsy jazz playlist up here on my YouTube channel. Check it out. Please visit my lesson shop, GuitarVersum.com. But most importantly, give this video a fat thumbs up. Hit that little bell notification so you never miss a video. Of course, subscribe my channel. I've seen a lot of guys, you're not subscribed. So please subscribe my channel. And I hope to see you next week again. Bye-bye.